and welcome back. So today what I want to talk about is, well, first of all, I was having a conversation with my students, right? And because I teach college classes, and so I was having a conversation with my students. We were talking about relationships, and in that conversation something came up, and it kind of just dawned on me. So I wanted to bring that up. A lot of times when we're starting off relationships, I think some people start off with the wrong set of expectations in relationships from the dating process, right? And a lot of those expectations are unrealistic, at least at that point in time. So, for example, let me give you an example. Someone goes out on a date, and this is real examples here. Someone goes out on a date, and this person is so concerned about impressing the other person. So the guy takes the female out on a date, or the guy takes the other guy out on a date, or the female takes the other female out on a date. Whatever the relationship, whether it's a gay relationship, a straight relationship, it doesn't matter, right? So, but one person takes the other person out on a date. And what happens is one person is really trying to impress the other person. So they allow the person to order food that's expensive, that they know they really can't pay for, or whatever the case is. So right there, they're already setting these unrealistic expectations, because you're already buying food that you really can't pay for, that you're going to be putting on your credit card. And you're only doing this because you're trying to impress the person. Now, the thing about when people start relationships based on, I would call it like faulty premise, start relationships based on unrealistic expectations, because it's unrealistic because you're not going to be able to keep this up. You're really just trying to impress this person. You probably can't afford taking them to this expensive place to eat, or whatever the case is. My thing is, look, someone should get to know you for who you are, not for what you're trying to be, right? Someone should get to know you for who you are. And if they're not impressed with that, then they might as well just go their way, right? They should be impressed with that. If they're not impressed with that, then you should not try to create some type of unrealistic sense of expectations, or things that you know that you cannot keep up with. So what happens a lot of times in relationships, in academia, in teaching, I refer to them as unmet expectations. Unmet expectations. So these are all the things that were laid out in the beginning of the relationship that one person promised, or whatever the case is, and then months or years after, well into the relationship, someone can't deliver, right? Because they were unrealistic in the first place, and they were what I would say they were based on faulty premise. So my advice to you is, look, if you've got $50 and that's all you have for a date to take someone out, then go where the $50 gonna. Don't put yourself in debt to impress someone, and you don't even know how it's gonna work out in the first place after that dating for that night, or whatever the case is. You don't even know if it's actually gonna turn into something. So the last thing you want to do is to put yourself in debt when you don't really know how something's gonna turn out. And not only that, when you are now treating this person, putting it on your credit card, or spending your last dollar, whatever the case is, and creating this sense of, like you have it so good, type of stuff. That's what the person's going to expect. So what happens when reality kicks in and you realize, you know what, I just can't keep this up because I just don't have the money or whatever to keep this up. Then you run into the problem of, here you are creating these unrealistic expectations that you can't keep up with, and then the person might just walk away from all of that. Just walk away from you. So my thing is, just do not start relationships based on unrealistic expectations or unrealistic goals, because it's gonna crash a lot of times. Let someone get to know you for who you are. If you're broke, you're broke. And if the person likes you for all your qualities and they admire the fact that you are working towards a better life or whatever the case is, then, that's what they should do. I mean, personally, I've been in situations. I remember when I was a college student, and I remember obviously relationships not working out because I didn't have a car, or because I couldn't go out to the club, or because I couldn't do a lot of those types of things that other people were doing. I couldn't keep up with the quote unquote times, so to speak. So things didn't work out. But you know what? I mean, it's a good thing, because you don't. The last thing you want is somebody in your life just because you have stuff. You don't want anyone around you because you have stuff, or because you could offer them stuff, or because there's money and there's whatever the case is. You want people in your life because they really want to be there, because they admire you, because they're willing to work with you, grow with you, struggle with you, whatever the case is. Not because you've got nice things that you could give them, or because you can, buy things for them, or whatever the case is. Relationships like that are not good relationships. They're not healthy relationships. So that's what I wanted to just talk about in today's video. Do not start off your relationship based on unrealistic goals or unrealistic expectations. Don't overextend yourself if you can't. If somebody really likes you, then it doesn't really matter if you're going to grow with them or whatever the case is, how much money you have or whatever. Don't spend your last dime just to make someone happy. You don't even know how the date's going to turn out or whatever's going to happen after that. Don't ever try to start relationships based on unrealistic expectations. I just kind of wanted to go over that with you today. So don't forget to subscribe. There are more videos coming. Please leave your comments, and I would love to respond to your comments. I'm in this process right now of trying to grow my channel and have conversations with you guys, with subscribers, and I kind of see where we can go with this. I'm new to this whole YouTube thing, but I'm sure I'll settle in quite quickly. So please subscribe, hit the notification button, leave your comments, because I'll love to kind of interact with you and kind of have that going as well. Please share my videos on social media, also on your social media as well. And please follow me on my social media also, right? And before I go, don't you ever forget, always remember, it doesn't matter what happens, just always keep this in mind, that you always have a choice. See you next time.